Hey everybody, this is Matt. How are you guys doing? This is another update, a car vlog of sorts. It's a little bit late from the last one. I'm sorry about that, but I've got a little bit of bandwidth left because the month started over, obviously. So I just wanted to give you an update about what's going on here in my life. Right now, I'm kind of at work, but not really. Basically, my job has sent me off-site to do some testing of some products that we've got. Normally, a lot of like engineers basically do testing of different sorts to basically see if they're in compliance with different like standards and different FDA regulations and stuff like that. So that's basically what we're doing. We're basically putting a lot of our units in environmental chambers that basically they change up the temperature and like humidity and pressure levels to see if like products can hold up to different environmental conditions and stuff like that. So the scenery back here is a little bit different. It's out here a little bit less away from the urban environment that I'm usually in at work over there. It's really nice. This is actually kind of closer to where I live at, and there's a lot more trees and a little bit more space than downtown. I gotta say that I'm more of a suburban kind of guy than an urban kind of guy. I feel like I like a lot more space than cities like New York and Los Angeles. Like when I used to live in California, and I used to live 1 hour north of Los Angeles, and I never went to Los Angeles except to go to like airports and stuff like that to travel, just because I don't know, like big cities are great and all, but they kind of like intimidate me with like a lot of like, too many people at the in one little spot. I'd like to be spread out, have a lot of room, and just drive in different places and have like mountains for scenery and stuff like that. So this place is great for that. There's a lot of mountains around here and it's really beautiful, but you get in the downtown area and it's just like, there's nothing but docks and train stations and like industrial areas and stuff like that. So, but anyways, right now, if you, I've kind of, it seems like I've kind of slowed my pace for music a little bit. And part of that is the holidays, but the other part is that I'm kind of in the middle of working on my final mix. And it is turning out to be more involved than what I thought it would be. I started out actually at the beginning of the month in December, and essentially I've got 4 sections essentially done. Like I'm going to polish it up as I go. I've got an electro breakbeat section and a drum and bass section. Two drum and bass sections this year. One is the 180 BPM drum and bass section, and the other one is the 160 drum and bass section. And to compare those two types of drum and bass genres, like it's like kind of like a subgenre and stuff like that. I feel like the 160, the less speedy drum and bass actually has a lot more energy to it. But I still like compose in both types of the genre. But I'm starting to really like the 160 BPM. But then I've also got a glitch hop section essentially done, and it's nearly half an hour, and I've kind of like in addition to like including a lot of the stuff that I did this year, I've got I've kind of like made some new material. I don't even know what I want to call it. It's kind of new-ish material where I'm doing things like taking parts of the songs that I put in there and making new things with it, adding like I'll take a tail end of say like a glitch hop song or something like that, meant to kind of like outro out like the track, and I'll like put in like new beats and new like synthesizers and new melodies and just kind of make something newer and interesting and stuff like that. And to that end, I've recruited a few friends as well. Like they have graciously offered to like let me use their material to basically keep things interesting in this mix. Nicholas Garf, I don't know if you know him. He's a personal person that I follow. He's kind of political, but he's got great he's got a great voice and a great talent and stuff like that. So he has a really great section in the drum and bass section of my mix and stuff like that. Also, Jacksepticeye, he also graciously allowed me to use some of his vocals, like from his videos and stuff like that, to kind of like make something of it and give a little bit of kick to like some of the mixes there. And then also Cherry Crush as well. She gave me a track and let me like play around with the vocals with that as well. And you know, I'm still in the process of asking people. Sometimes it's like I don't know whether people would like me to like actually have them use their vocals and stuff like that. But having the vocals in there, I feel like it gives a little bit more of a personal touch to it. You know, a lot of my stuff doesn't have they don't have like vocals, and that's great for like royalty free music and offering it to the public so they can use it in their videos. But in other respects, like there's also, I can see the advantage of actually having people speak or like sing on my tracks, which is why I've, you know, started to recruit people like you know, trying to like, you know, get some people like Sharm. Kelrick has always been great for like collaboration as well. You know, it's been a great thing to like to just have this this pool of talent to kind of like draw on. Like every single pure person that I've listed here is basically really talented, and I've been really it's been really great working with them over the past few years and stuff. So, but one of the things that I've also done is I've also included variations of different tracks that I've had over the last year. I've remixed I'm Everywhere once again. It's a drum and bass track again, but it's drum and bass 160 BPM, and it really turned out really great. And it's a little bit more involved than what I did last time. I heard the accusation last time that I remixed I'm Everywhere is that it was too similar to the original, and I guess I can kind of agree with that. You know, basically when okay, so last year I offered up I'm Everywhere for everybody to remix. Like the files are still on my website and people can go download them, although it's kind of a challenge doing so. I've got to improve the code for downloading so people can actually have a better time of downloading those things onto their on their platforms and stuff like that. But when I did that, I also figured that I should probably put my money where, you know, where my mouth is, and do a remix myself to see that, you know, it's not just all show. I'm looking for people to remix that track and stuff like that, and some people did. But this one is a little bit, you know, it's a little bit more of a remix. It has different elements other than the main ones that I offered, and, you know, not just sped up and stuff like that. I also have Glitchamania, a kind of a version of that. What else have I got? I remixed Beat Time Grime into kind of a beats, break beats mix and stuff like that. So we've got that going on. And so I think the last 10 days of the month, I'm going to be working very hard to tackle, I've got basically everything except for the dubstep and the trance and the trap, the future bass tracks and stuff like that. And that's going to be an interesting challenge because part of the dubstep can be easily kind of like blended into the trap because it has the double time beat. Like two of my tracks, one of them I forgot one of them, but the other one was named you know, The Magician's Hand, where it has that double time beat, and you can easily like blend that into the trance beats and stuff like that at the end. So I'm trying to figure out whether I want to do that or not, because that would basically like the 140 BPM section in general, like I didn't do as much dubstep as what I've done in the past, mostly because I've been kind of like, you know, diversifying what I'm doing with electronic dance music. But like, even so, like, there's still probably about an hour's worth of 140 BPM stuff without doing any sort of like remixes and stuff like that. And when I talk about in an hour, I'm saying, like, you know, some tracks I'll like let run its full entirety, and then like you know, others I'll just like use a section of it and stuff like that. I still want to do what I did with the other sections and kind of like make like new and interesting like variations. I'm hoping to have like a half an hour of like extra material by the time we're done with this entire thing. So like half an hour of newish, kind of original-ish, but, you know, like remixed in like material that is mixed in with the rest of it. But I mean, with the amount of the material that I've got now, it's I'm pushing probably 2 hours already without even having the dubstep and the trance and the future bass in there. So it'll be interesting to see, but I'll keep you guys posted. I figure I should probably post the final mix maybe 5 days before the year ends, mostly because you know, to give you guys time to kind of just listen to it and maybe have it to listen to while you're celebrating New Year's Eve and stuff like that. So yeah, but anyways, I hope you guys like this vlog. I probably should go in now. I'm going to do this testing now. So have a great day, everybody, and I'll see you guys next time.